Despite what skill-based matchmaking does to me and other players, we still manage to find a way and fuck the game up. That's what true gamers are about at the end of the day, finding a way through no matter what. What is up, people? SK here, back again with the Vanguard review part 4. In front of you on your screens is 115 kills, again using that scary ass MSMC variant. Yeah, basically the actual gun that it actually is it's the last one that came out, the RA225 SMG, but obviously I've modded it out to look like the MSMC, and it kind of shreds like it. Like, seriously, this thing is Shredzilla. Like I said, if some of you would like to get in on this beasting and feasting, know the class setup, don't worry, I will put up a video probably the day I get Modern Warfare, so it'll be up for a couple of hours for those to see, and then obviously I'm going to start streaming and posting Modern Warfare 2 content. If you're interested in either or, please subscribe. You've returned for this, you've already liked the video, so it's no problem. But yep, that video will come in then, and then I'll be streaming Modern Warfare 2 there on out. So, lovely jubbly. I know I'm onto the skill-based matchmaking. I'm going to leave that till last just because I know how potentially qualitative it will be, so I just don't want it, you know, taking up too much time. So, moving on from that, but returning soon, we are now onto the kill streaks. As you can see, I'm not really much of a complaint maker when it actually comes to the kill streaks. I used to be one for the high kill streaks, but again, after the way skill-based matchmaking has went, I'm just not going to stress myself out dying one-off dogs, or, you know, the ball turret gunner, or the flame gnaw, or even the advanced UAV, or whatever it's called, local intel, because them guys be snitching nowadays. But anyway, I just use spy plane, guard dog, and bombing run. That's all you need, as you can see here, and previous and future gameplays, it's as simple as, you don't really need a crazy ass setup, so long as you can get your streaks consistent enough, so long as you have got the gun skill to defeat enemies on a more consistent basis than not, obviously, because there are going to be a lot of deaths as well. I mean, you can't just, well, yeah, you can get 100 kills without many deaths most of the time, but hey, it doesn't matter. The achievement is the 100 kills, and look at that spawn. Either way though, I just run these streaks. The streaks on the game, again, they're just, you know, pretty typical of a Call of Duty, especially one in a World War II setting. I do think World War II had more, maybe a few more. They obviously didn't have, you know, local informants or any form of advanced UAV, orbital VSAT, Blackbird type streak, but again, doesn't really bother me. Don't really have much to say about the kill streaks. You know, I'm just happy with the kill streak setup you see to the right, and that's enough for me really. And like I said, prior to this Call of Duty, I have started to use lower streaks, seeing as the skill-based matchmaking, like I said, this game is not worth it. If you're a pub stomper, if you're a high kill game getter, just use lower streaks and get better in the gun skill. Know how to manipulate, maneuver the map, and you'll be chilling, because again, the stress ain't worth it. You're gonna lose all your hair and you're not even 30. Like, stop that shit, seriously. On to the MVP. I kind of mentioned it prior in a few videos back now in this review, but I do like the MVP screen, obviously when it's not fuzzy in the background, because again, that can be annoying, but eventually they fixed the quality where it's mostly showing as clearly as possible. You know, I like, again, I've always loved how it shows on most Call of Duties in the top right screen. You know, you've called in this, you've got this amount of kills, you've got a multi-kill, you've done all this. I do love that. You know, it does give you that hit, you know, like, yeah, look at me, I'm going off sort of thing. And I do think the MVP screen is an enhancement. Again, A lot of people don't like it, so I don't necessarily think it needs to not be a thing. It just needs to be calibrated where it's not as long, because it pretty much does take a minute of your time. So, you know, at least make it half the time, or, you know, even shorter, or just change it completely where it's just nice and short and sweet. Simple as. But yeah, MVP screen, I love it when obviously it shows you, you know, you've got a emote for your kill cam, and then you've got an emote for obviously the actual MVP screen. I'm a fan of that, I'm not gonna lie. I do hope they incorporate it again, just make it a lot shorter and sweeter. Pacing, in terms of combat pacing, some of you may know, some of you may not know. Of course, at the start of Vanguard, it's being patched now, but at the start you had tactical pacing, you had assault pacing, and you had blitz pacing. Of course, after patch, blitz and tactical pacing is still there. Blitz being anywhere from now anything from 10 players up, depending on what map you're on obviously, and tactical is the standard classic 6v6, which is what I love. I always return to it. I did dabble in ground war back in the OG Call of Duties, you know, Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, but now it's just too crazy, especially in a game like this where the spawns are just completely shit and literally random, which means no flow whatsoever. Sledgehammer, please take notes. Anyway, skill-based matchmaking, I honestly do want this to be the last video, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The way they've gone about it in this game is completely terrible. It's not connection based anymore. Obviously it hasn't been like that for a long time. The spawns don't help the skill-based matchmaking either. It's just adding more stress, but at the end of the day they're trying to get rid of all the good players so they can protect their investment, which is the players that spend money. I'm not even going to say shit players, which are the players that spend money on this game. And I'm telling you, Activision, you're never going to get rid of us good players, because like I said, true gamers always find a way no matter what. So fuck you and fuck your skill-based matchmaking. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still going to do shit that you've seen on the screen, fucking people up. That's the main thing. It is what it is. But nevertheless, we are at the end, finally, of the Vanguard review. Hope you've enjoyed. Probably 2 more 100+ to come, including a very epic comeback. A very epic comeback. Stay tuned. If you don't want to watch any other 100+, stay tuned for the last one, because it's an epic, impossible comeback. Keep your eye out for that. It'll be the day before MW2 drops for me anyway. Nevertheless, subscribe, drop a like, get ready for more Beast content. This is SK, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.